I think this is gonna trigger a lot of people, but me no cure. And you put this, it's over. It's over. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is your girl Faye, and today we are gonna be chit-chatting and getting ready together. I also got a bunch of new makeup that I'm excited to try out. I got the Dermablend powder and their primers, and guys, I am shook it. But let's not get into that just yet. So if y'all want to see today's look, how I achieved it, how these products went, and just chit chat with me, then stay tuned and keep on watching. Let's go ahead and get on to the rest of the face. I'm gonna be trying a new primer today, and it's the Dermablend Insta Grip Jelly Primer. I combined it with their mattifying primer. Today I feel like I just want to talk about some things that I'm learning in my 20s, or just now that like I'm getting older, growing up, and you know, starting to see life a little bit differently. A lot of people take things personally, and like a lot of times it's really not personal, and people have like lots of things going on in their life that most times like we really do not know about. That is something that like I'm starting, not that I'm starting to realize it, but like on a much larger scale. I feel like a lot of times before, not that I would like, you know, be insensitive to people and you know what they're going on and just kind of like think it's all about me, but even down to like the way someone will react, the way someone will perceive something, and you know, just kind of like their outlook on life. I just got to a point where I just started realizing that yo, people are in different phases of life, different learnings of life, different experiences of life. Literally guys, I feel like that is one of the big things that nursing taught me, that you just can't really judge certain people and you know, kind of ask yourself like, oh well, like, you know, why are they in this situation, or why are they behaving like this? You have to kind of like think about the bigger picture, like what have they been through, what past experiences do they have, and you know, kind of use that to like accept where they are in life and just kind of like come from a place of understanding. I say this is one of the reasons I love nursing so much, but it literally like teaches you to understand people. And like for example, you see someone that's like maybe homeless and you're kind of like, why are they homeless? You know, don't they have like the money, or are they not trying to do better for themselves? But sometimes we might not realize like, okay, maybe they came from a family that wasn't so good to them, that maybe, you know, exposed them to certain things that they weren't supposed to be exposed to, and that is what has brought them to this point in their life. Or maybe we see someone making a decision that we feel like, oh my god, I can never make this decision, and you know, in our heads we're just like quick to jump to like, okay, why are they doing this, and oh my god, I would never, and stuff like that. I feel like nursing really teaches you, or like teaches us to like pause and stop and really ask, you know, ourselves why, the question why, and just really look at the bigger picture. And that is honestly like so huge. Once I just started like, you know, kind of like trying to meet people like where they are and trying to see the bigger picture, I felt like I just became like more accepting and just kind of like, okay, this is your journey and this is where you are in your learning phase, and like that's okay. Like we all are learning in this life. I was once maybe at a certain stage and I might have passed there, and you know, probably at the time that I was at that stage, if somebody was maybe trying to tell me something that is like 2 stages away from where I was, it would not really make sense to me back then. I'll give you guys an example. So my mom is my writer, obviously, but my mom used to talk to me when I was younger. Like, I mean, I'm not that older now, but certain things like, oh, you know, save your money when I was young, and I'll be looking at her and be like, what's there, Monica? Save God, save me. Is money not made to be spent, you know? Shayo, enjoy life, like what's there? But like now, it's a whole different story. And it's like, if I was at the place that I am now, back then, and she was telling me all of that, I would have take all her financial advices and ran with it. But you know, back then, waiting to sign me, I'm here to enjoy life and I'm just doing my thing. And especially now that like I become a financial broker and just like learning about finance and wealth and like starting early, like there's nothing better than starting early in life in anything. So it's just like now that I'm getting to that kind of stage, it's just like, damn, you know, if only I started back then. But obviously she's telling me all of that back then. I was not in that stage, in that maturity to really like get what she's trying to like, you know, explain to me pretty much. My mom and like all the things that she used to tell me about, is kind of like the perfect example that I think about this. And like even in my life right now, you know, sometimes like I see it like myself with other people. I feel like if you have someone in your life that you care about, because I feel like, I mean, who else would we be having these kind of conflicts with? My mom obviously cared about me to be telling me like all those things when I was younger, but you know, maybe it's like maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a boyfriend, maybe it's a colleague, maybe it's a family member, like whoever, and you're maybe trying to tell them something that could help them elevate in life, or you're trying to maybe tell them to not do something that might not be so great for them, or whatever the case may be, and they might seem like, you know, not really paying much mind to it. Like, I honestly feel like as long as you said your piece, like that's good enough. Like, they've heard you, but it has to be on their own terms for them to do those certain things. Tell them what's on your heart, and obviously it's coming from a place of care, but after that, just let it be, because you said your piece. Life kind of has to like get them to the place where they have kind of like matured and maybe learned those lessons, or just are in a better place to kind of like really understand what that really meant, and you know how it means to them. The next topic we finna be talking about is a juicy topic, and it is a dating in your 20s. Now let me know how y'all feel, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say how I feel. I think this is gonna trigger a lot of people, but me no cure. You know how people are just like, oh, your 20s are for having fun, they're not for relationships, blah 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 blah, blase blase blase. I just want to know why. It just blows my mind that, you know, okay, our 20s, everybody is trying to like up their money, you know, work on their finance, work on their body, work on this, work on that, but relationship ain't part of that. Like, honestly, I just feel like this is a lot of reason. This is the reason, or like it's a huge reason why in our generation today a lot of people don't know compromise, a lot of people don't know how to like handle conflict and stuff like that, and sometimes people are so easy to call it quits, you know, when something isn't going wrong, because everybody's saying like, oh, relationship, I don't care about that, but relationship is more than relationship. I feel like, if you ask me, like there's so much that you learn. Let's say you're a mom tomorrow, you're gonna have to like, you know, learn how to compromise for your kids or something, or for your husband or whatever. So like, honestly, I feel like it really boils down to like certain things like this, where, you know, just learning communication, how to handle conflict. I hope y'all feel me. That's just how I feel. Like, why are we saying that like, okay, our 20s is for everything else but relationships? I personally feel like, and this is another thing that nursing has taught me too, like as human beings we are holistic. Like, we have the emotional side of us, we have the mental side of us, we have the spiritual side of us, and in terms of like what we are, you know, constantly trying to like achieve in our life and level up, you know, a lot of people are trying to level up financially, and honestly that is all good. Financially, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, get emotionally intelligent and stuff like that. But I feel like relationship is also important. A lot of people are neglecting that, and like I don't think that that is right to neglect. Tell me how you guys feel about this, but I don't know, isn't it so absurd that everybody just wants to neglect relationship? But relationship is really like vital. Guys, we're not an island, we're humans. We need company, we need relatability, we need someone around us. Like, that's just gonna be us as humans. Like, you can't deny it. Science says that, okay? In 2023, I feel like the goal is to be holistic and, you know, pay attention to all aspects of us, not just maybe just money. And if maybe that's you right now, and you know, you're just kind of like shutting everything else down, I would like encourage you to like be more open to, you know, exploring and like growing in other parts of your life, because again, we are holistic people. We aren't just like, you know, just all about the mental or all about the physical or all about the spiritual. Like, we're all of that all together. So then, you know, if you're working on yourself, I mean, it's a different story if maybe like, okay, right now it's just a certain time where you got to strap down on one thing and, you know, kind of like maybe pay attention less to other things. Like, I feel like that's a different story. But if you're like purposely shutting other parts of your life out just because, like, I don't know, it may be from a place of hurt or a place of disappointment or a lot of things. Like, honestly, I empathize with people. Like, I'm the last person to like not be sensitive to that. Like, anyone out there who's like, maybe this is you, and if you're maybe shutting something out, your relationship is mostly the popular one that people shut out. That's why I feel like I'm speaking on it more. Y'all might have heard this saying before, that if you can't fly, walk. No, if you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. And like, that's something that I'm trying to like practice in my life right now, like in all aspects. Maybe for example, you know, the school is a little bit hectic right now and I don't really have time for my physical health, you know, maybe like going to the gym or whatever. And maybe I used to go to the gym like 3 times a week before. Well, if I can't do that anymore, maybe I might try to go once a week. You get what I'm saying? And just like not really completely cut it out, just kind of like, you know, do what I can in that aspect for myself, if that makes any sense. And maybe it's a job and I don't really have time to be posting content 3 times a week like I used to. Then okay, I'll just try to post maybe once a week, you know, just at least something, just not cutting that thing completely out. And now we are moving on to setting our face. And guys, low-key, I haven't even set my face, but I'm liking the way the beat is looking. I feel like the primer, yeah, peep the face, and it's supposed to be a mattifying primer. So look, I don't really feel like I'm really oily right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and use their setting powder, because this is also their mattifying setting powder. I wanted to just, you know, do the primer and powder duo, because if you got a good primer and you got a good powder, bro, like what else am I looking for? Okay, so we're gonna use that to set our face. So I just remembered something that I wanted to say before that I didn't. That's how you know like this was not, I should have probably planned this better. But I don't know how to put this, but everybody don't gotta be that scholar friend of yours. Everybody don't gotta be that serious friend of yours. Everybody don't gotta be that, you know, person that you go to for advice. I feel like, you know, just kind of like meeting people where they are in life and just like appreciating that. Like, I don't know, that's something I started to do more, and I feel like I've just found so much more satisfaction in doing that. Satisfaction from my relationship with people. Some people are just the people to just kiki with. Some people are the people to, you know, maybe go out for food and drinks with, and like that's it. And some people might be the people just to like, you know, talk, what is it, maybe you have a spiritual side to you. Some people might be those friends for that, or those people for that, or those relationships for that, and others might not be, but kind of just like appreciating what every relationship and every person has to give you, and just not really like, you know, kind of like downplaying it. Honestly, I think this is just like my Nigerian parents, because you know Nigerian parents now, oh yeah, only keep this kind of friends around you, don't keep this kind of people. So that always kind of like forced me into like trying to like, you know, have a circle of a certain kind of people. Well, obviously those people should be your closer circle, those people that, you know, more, yeah, okay, certain people should be in your closer circle, but other people can still be in your circle too, and they don't have to be, you know, that scholarly friend or that business friend or that whatever friend, you know. So jumping into our highlighter, and if you haven't heard me talk about this highlighter before, girl, let me tell you about her. Literally my favorite highlighter right now. You need to get this, because Lady Gaga did not play when she released this. Like, guys, let me not talk too much, because you guys are going to see right now. Why will I talk too much? Do y'all see that? Yeah, let me hurry up and finish my makeup, because I'm having way too much fun right now, as y'all see. After you finish highlighting, bronzing, and putting the blush, and you put this, it's over. It's over. Okay, when putting your highlighter, the trick, because honestly, makeup is all about like your face structure, and sometimes I get this wrong too, but like when you smile, you just do like a little check to make sure, okay, it's where I need it to be. And like this is literally like the perfect placement for my highlighter. And honestly, I don't put it this perfect all the time, so I'm really like hype right now. now we're looking like a glazed donut and I'm loving it. I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera and, you know, finish my lips because I can't be talking while doing my lips and then I'll come back. Alright guys, so this is a finished makeup look right here. What do you guys think? I think today's look came out super bomb. You guys know that I was trying out these two primers today. I actually mixed both of them and I used their powder as well, Dermablend, and guys, I am impressed. I'm an oily girl, so I always like my makeup to be matte, and I feel like, yeah, it's been like low-key. I didn't get to film this right now, right after I finished my makeup. So guys, this is so good for like, you know, an hour, 2 hours after my makeup is done, like no oils whatsoever. So I think this might be my new favorite primer, just like these three combos together. I think they might be my new favorites. Of course, I purchased it from Amazon, so I will link it in my Amazon storefront just in case you guys are interested. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, definitely let me know in the comments and let me know what topics y'all want me to talk about next, or if y'all want to see this kind of videos again. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video, and I will see y'all in my next video.